Morning guys, welcome back. We're on a bit of a mad one today. So, we're at the J2D2 garden and we've got loads of little things to be doing. So, we've got a slab down there to get in. What we're going to do, we're going to start down the entry, but to get everything set up, then I'll come back to you and eat me breakfast.
J2D2 with the boots on tight, early morning grind to the late night light. Got a vision in my mind, ain't scared of the fight. Turning empty plots into a paradise site. Every challenge is a mountain, I'm ready to climb. Putting in the graft, yeah, one day at a time. Sweat on my brow, but the future looks bright. Success ain't luck, it's the work every night. J2D2, the landscape warrior, built from the dirt, now the name gets louder. Through the challenge, never backing away. We're grafting work, making history every day. Success in the making, yeah, that's the story. J2D2 standing tall in the glory.
Right guys, good morning, welcome back. Right, I had the client message me over the weekend and apparently the shed doors don't close because they've actually finished the shed while I weren't here, so fair play to them, I respect that. But apparently this don't close, but all the holes are in the right place, look. So, and I'm just going to turn you around. Because a lot of people are saying, well, your shed base is not level. Watch this. I've actually put the level on the floor. And look how cock on this is. Right? So everything's level. So the doors should close, technically. So we'll close the doors. There's one. Now, you tell me if this is me or is it a manufacturer problem? I think that's a manufacturer problem. The reason being, because look at the door, bowed. They just don't close. So that is bad. But like I say, my sub base, well, my patio is absolutely spot on level. Hey guys, I don't know what to make of that. Really odd. So you see on this side there's a massive gap, but they're all pre-drilled holes on that, so you can't exactly go wrong. Well, I did. I couldn't read the instructions. I had to get someone to help me. Well, that is what it is. Instructions are not my forte, because I struggled at school to read and write and stuff like that. So looking at instructions, nah, not good for me. Not good for me. My own paperwork, I understand it, but my accountant, when I give them the books at the end of the year, sometimes I don't understand some of my writing and stuff like that, but I can't help it, you know what I mean? So, plan of action for today. I don't know what we're going to do about the shed. I have no clue. It says, actually in the actual book, to put wedges underneath it, but why should you have to do that if the base is level, you know what I mean? No, I'll just show you. It's going to be really hard to hold this, but actually, what I'll do is I'll just turn you around and I'll face you down on it, because then you can see and I'll point to it. Look, it says here, it says here, look, put wedges underneath it. But why should you have to do that if the base is level? You know what I mean? See, what the instructions look baffling. And there's a lot to it. What page is this? 101 pages, how many is in total? 107 pages. So yeah, just can't see what I mean, but the shed's absolutely beautiful. It's got windows and everything. But the doors are an absolute nightmare. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show my client the levelness of that. Because if these doors don't close, then there's something wrong with the doors, I think. I don't think that's me. But I could be wrong. But we'll try and put some wedges underneath it, but I don't see the point in that. I really don't. You shouldn't have to put wedges underneath a bloody shed base. A shed base, because it's on a base itself. You shouldn't have to do that. It should just be sat on the floor, you know what I mean? But like I said, and I've showed you, that's absolutely lovely and level, so I don't know what to say about that, but instead of worrying about that at the moment, I'm here today. We've got to put another slab in down here. I've got a full one right there. But also, the client got me a slab, well, a tile, the correct term for it, for down here, to finish this curve off basically on the end of this wall. Alright, but if I just grab this slab here, ones that we actually been using for the job. And then I'll put it on top of the new tile that she's just got me, which is exactly the same, but watch a different colour in contrast sort of thing. So yeah, I'm going to turn you around and see if you can notice. This is bad as well. Right, so if you look at the tiles on the floor, they're kind of like a creamy colour. This, compared to the other tile, look at that. And they're both exactly the same. This is why you should always get the same batch number when you're doing a whole patio, and make sure you get enough slabs, because sometimes that happens and then you put one down and it'll stick out like a sore thumb. Fortunately for us, it's going behind a unit here, so I'm only using it for the small piece. If I would have used it up there, you see where at the end of the shed there, that would stick out like a sore thumb. But it's not too bad going where it's going to go, because there's a unit shed thing going there, so that's why I'm going to do it like that. So it's kind of out of the way. But yeah, if we pull it up here, that would stick out, so it wouldn't look good up there. You'd see it directly from your eye. So yeah, we're going to use that slab on the wall over there, which come actually with the pack. And then because basically all the paving on here was really good. I had next to nothing, no access or anything basically. So yeah, what I'm going to do first as well, because the client's gone and got me some gravel for down here. I'm going to get all this gravelled up, yeah, and then you see this little drain bit here. But what I normally do here is cut a little bit out. So basically, what I do is I'll show you quickly. As you see this little bit here, the reason why I do this is because a lot of people try and pry these up with different kinds of materials, shall we say, tools, and they can bend. So what I normally do is cut a little bit at the end, at the exit, so the client can lift this one up. So even if this bends, it doesn't really matter, but it keeps all the other ones nice and consistent. So basically, I can just pull that out now, piece of cake. So what we're going to do, we're going to pop that back in, the big one, and then we're going to pop this small bit on the end, so they can pop that out, so they can pull them ones up. Method in my madness. Ooh. Right, let's crack on with today. I've got to cut and make a mix and everything first, so I'll get all that done, and then first job is we'll get that slab up there done. It's basically just a full slab. It's quite simple really. This one down here, we've got to cut in half, and then we've got to basically cut our little triangle bit out for the wall, and then continue with our curve. So that one's a little bit more complicated, but it is what it is. So let's crack on with today. I'll get a mix and everything made. We'll go down there and we'll put that slab in down there. All right. that slabbing is done. So, managed to get that little bit in down there and continue the curve. You see the difference in colour? I'm glad that's only a small bit, because otherwise that's going to stick out like a sore thumb. But like I said, there's a unit going down there anyway, so it's not too bad. And then put the extra one next to the shed, so when the door opens, she's still got somewhere to stand on, see, to get a lawnmower and that out. So yeah, so that's all done down there. So what we're going to do now is we're going to get this entryway gravelled, get everywhere tidied up, get everywhere washed off, and then we're going to repoint the whole patio again with the tub that we've got open. There's no point opening another tub just yet, because when I do finish the wall and stuff like that, I want to go over the patio one more time before I leave, just to make sure I know that it's done properly, you know what I mean? So this is why I don't get any callbacks, because I always make sure that everything's correct before I leave. So the client's got me some bags of gravel down there, so we're going to gravel this entry either side of here, and before we wash everywhere off, then the gravel can be washed as well, so the entry will look nice and clean. So what I'm going to do first is, before we do anything, is I'm going to get everywhere tidied up, because we have got things to put on the wall and stuff like that, like a washing line, lights and stuff. But the lights and stuff I'm not going to do until the shed's sorted, because we're going to have to work something out for the shed. Because them doors, I don't understand why they're bowed like that, because the shed base is level, the whole thing should be level, so the doors should open and close within theory. So yeah, that's really baffling me, that is. And it even says on the instructions that you got to shove wedges underneath, but that don't seem amicable to me. But we'll talk to the client anyway. So what I'm going to do mainly is, I've just sorted that drain out down there as well. Paving's finished, so we get everywhere tidied up, get all the tools back in the van that we don't need, because then we can work out the back of the van then, if we need anything. So, and then we'll get this entry all gravelled up. So yeah, that's the next stage. This sand here and the cement that's over there already, this is for the wall. We've also got a small skip out the front now, so we can start taking these bricks off. So yeah, we'll start smashing them to bits, which they are going to fall to bits. We're going to get all them in the skip. I've actually tidied around out the front as well, so that's all done. Them rolls of turf over there are dead now, so they need to go in the skip, which we'll get in the skip this afternoon. But like I say, I want to get everywhere washed off, everywhere looking pristine, and then it's just little bits to do, like hang the hose box up, the washing line up, the lights. But like I say, I need the client to be around for them ideally, so I know where to put them. So what I might do is I might pop back Saturday, talk to the client, pop back Saturday and come and do all the little bits with her, because it's her garden at the end of the day, and I'd rather put things in the correct place than the wrong place, or basically pull it up for her and then she's like, oh, I don't like that. So I'd rather do it with her, because then we can go from there, like, guys. So let's get everywhere tidied up. Let's get the jet wash all set up. Let's get everywhere tidied up, and then let's go from there, guys. So yeah, well, I'm morning already. Paving all done. Well happy. Let's go. Right, guys. Next job. Oh, the blade was out there. Nothing about that in my hand. Right. Next job. See the bags of gravel down the bottom? I'm going to fill these entries in here before we wash that final path off. I have actually just washed the patio off. The reason being, because there was dust everywhere from the cutter and everything, but we're going to give it a final rinse off, and then we've got to do our final little bits of pointing everywhere. But like I say, I've got a tub left to point, so before we actually leave this whole job, once the wall's finished and everything like that, we're going to go over the pointing one more time and do all a good jet wash before I leave. And I know my client is happy every time I leave. They'll ring me and say, oh, you haven't done this, you haven't done that. So I'm always around on the last day with the client. Always remember that. So yeah, let's get the gravel in down here, let's see what she chose, and we'll go from there. Let's go. Right guys, that's all done. I think I've done a good job on that. It's very neat and tidy now. So yeah, that's all done. So what we're going to do is get everywhere washed off, which I've pretty much done it all. Just got to rinse it all again. And then where that bag of sand was, and then the 2 slabs that we put in today, we're going to use the rest of the point for them. And then we're pretty much done for today, guys. So basically just come here, tried to straighten the shed up, but there's a manufacturing problem on that. So we're going to talk to the client. Patio's all done now, all paving's done, all the grass is in the skip. So the whole back garden is tidy now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the table and chairs out how it should be. Make sure everywhere's clean and tidy before we leave. And then Saturday, we're going to come back and we're going to put the hose thing on for the hose. We're going to put the washing line up for the lady so I know where the points are. Because I did forget the hooks. I think I've had some hooks at home that we could use. So she can have different points of the garden. But basically, what I suggested is if she has the washing line on the patio from somewhere, then she's not going to be walking all over her grass and stuff like that. So yeah, let's get everywhere washed off. Do this last bit of pointing. And then we'll do the walk around, do the outro, guys. Yeah, chat GPT garden's almost over. And I'll get my client to do me a video from her top window as well and get it to send it me. And see if we can get it incorporated into this video. But it's no big deal if not, because we can always do it right at the end once we've done all the copings and stuff like that. So it is what it is, isn't it? So let's get everywhere rinsed off, get everywhere pointed up, and then we'll walk around and we'll do the outro, guys, alright? Right guys, final slab to point up. So what I've done is I've wet all the joints up. This is all wet as well, nice and stodgy. So basically just put it in position, score it up as well, like so. So you get nothing there. Right guys, we are done. So all I've got to do now is put everything away basically. So what I've done today, I've come in this morning, straightened up the shed, but as you look at the door, it goes in at the top and in at the bottom, so it's not really good to be fair. And you can't really see it from that angle. Look at the gap, big difference there. We've straightened it all up, it's all lovely and straight, but that door is bent. So we're gonna have to talk to the client about that. See if we can get that sorted. So, put an extra slab in front of the door. Managed to get everywhere cleaned off, so it's lovely and neat. I will be putting the table and chairs back. We've got all the entry done as well, guys, which I'm pretty pleased with. Down here, look at that. Looks lovely and neat down there now. And then we got our final slab in against the wall. I know you're probably going to say it's the wrong colour, but you do get different batch numbers with porcelain, so. And if you need an extra slab, then it's going to be a different batch number. Always. Managed to tidy all this corner as well. So she can sort everything out now into her shed and whatever. I think that pink thing's for the dog. Oh, sun's coming out. So what I'm going to do, show you behind me now. I'm going to get everything back in the van. Get the table and chairs back up where it should be. And then we'll do the outro, guys. And then I'm not going to do the final walk around today and the final pictures until we've done the wall. And then we'll go from there. But like I say, this is probably the last one in the ChatGPT series for the time being. There's going to be another 2, maybe 3 episodes. But look what I've just noticed. I'm hoping, look at that cloud over there. I'm hoping it pisses it down with rain. You won't hear many people say that, but I do. Hope it rains today. Right, let's get red tidied up, get everything back in the van. The washer can stay here because just in case the client wants to use it, I'll let them use it. And then it gives me a reason I've got to come back and get my washer anyway. So, but like I say, we're gonna have to put some lights on the wall from the shed to the outhouse behind me. So I'm gonna have a washing line on the wall there, but I don't know where the points are gonna go for a washing line. And then she's got a hose box to go on as well, which I need to go find some wall plugs for because I haven't got them on the van. So yeah, we're gonna come back Saturday morning, make sure my clients are happy with everything before I go anywhere, and then we'll go from there, guys. All right. So yeah, let's get everywhere tidied up, back in the van, and we'll do the outro. Nice easy day. Right, guys and girls, everywhere's lovely and clean and tidy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just show you quickly from the gate down here as you walk in the garden, and then we're going to walk around the garden and then walk back out, so you can see what I've achieved here basically. But like I say, we've still got the wall and that to do, so we will be back. So let's turn you around, walk through the gate, walk around the garden, and then we'll do the outro and we're going home, guys. But yeah, it's been a morning, but I managed to get everything done that I needed to get done. So we just got to get all the little bits for the client to do, decorate the garden basically. That's what I call it, decorations. So I'm going to help her with that, screw things into the wall and stuff like that, but we need to get some wall plugs. So yeah, let's turn you around, walk around the garden, do the outro, and that'll be it for today, guys. Woo! Alright, so then guys, as we go through the gate, this is the path leading up to the garden. Eco drain all the way across the house. Bearing in mind, guys, I have done all this garden by myself. This bag of sand here is for the wall. That's why I've left the tub pointing as well, because we've got an extra point underneath that. But like I say, there's the back doors. She loves it how she can just step out onto the patio now, and she's pretty pleased with it anyway. So I'm happy if she's happy. So as we walk right down here, did a curve there to match the front curve. We walk up here. There's that potting shed that gave me a bloody nightmare. Look, we've squared it all up, but like I say, the doors, that right hand door there, as to the right, is well out. So she's gonna have to talk to the manufacturers about that. I've tried the best I can with it, but it is what it is. So as we walk back on ourselves, patio, all been washed off, lovely and clean. Lawn's pristine. A lot of people said they were disappointed by the lawn. I don't understand why. The lawn's mint. And all the patio's done as well. Lovely and neat. Right guys, that's been the ChatGPT garden. Almost come to the end, unfortunately. But like I say, tomorrow we're going to be somewhere different. So like I say, my job's different every day. I do something completely different every day. So tomorrow we're going to be building a shed base. The reason being is because the client's already got the shed, so I'm using old reclaimed slabs to lay down. The mix is already there, which I've already taken. Sand's already there, cement's there, so and the slabs are in position. So that's the thing we're going to be doing tomorrow, is the shed base. Thursday, I don't know. Leave it with me actually, because I've got to work out this week, and I've also got to talk to this client as well. So if I can kind of get back out to this client before the end of the week, that'd be a bit of a bonus, because we need to get the little bits done for her, and then we're waiting on the coping then for this job. So yeah guys, it's been a pleasure. This job I've enjoyed, but sadly everything has to come to an end, doesn't it? So yeah, onwards and upwards, on to the next, and I'll see you on the next job in the next one. Let's go. So yeah, see you tomorrow guys.